Good afternoon, dear family and friends. Thank you so much for your esteemed presence for this simple event. Dear principal, teachers, and students, this event could never have been planned the way we have had it not been for the assurance of your attendance. So special thank you to all of you. Here we are today, celebrating the birth of Dema, the first female superhero from Bhutan. The first book of the series, this has been titled as Dema, Mystery of the Missing Egg. Getting into the title seriously, we have planned an activity to gear up for this event. I would like to invite the students from Wuchu Lower Secondary School for this special egg hunt. This should not take us more than half an hour. We have hidden 35 eggs. What they contain, what they stand for, it's a big leap into the story itself. So dear students, I would like to request you to kindly participate in this egg hunt. And after getting your egg, and each student will have to find just one egg. You cannot take two, okay? So we'll return to the same venue, but please do not do anything to your egg till then. Patience is the name of the game. So no sneak peeking. There's something attached on the egg. Please do not remove it until I tell you to. I'm the captain now, okay? So you need to do good listening to me. Hold on to your egg until the time we indicate. One more thing, please. Handle the eggs with care. They are very fragile, just like any other eggs. Keep it in your hemtree if you want to. Don't show it to your friends. Don't exchange it with your friends. Never show what is there in your egg to anybody else, and do not open it till I tell you to. And it is not going to open. If you just try to rip it apart, it won't come off because I put a spell on it. Writers have that power. So you cannot open it unless I tell you to. But please do cooperate, okay? We'll tell you when to open it, and when the time comes, then only you'll have to remove it. So now, with this, I would like to request all our esteemed guests as well to accompany our little ones so that we can witness the fun of the egg hunt. So we will all go down. There will be people from the hotel indicating where we are supposed to be going. It's in that riverfront area. It's a very beautiful place, okay? Have fun, find your egg. Let's come back without breaking the egg. Right. Thank you so much.
One egg for one person only, okay? So when I do 1, 2, 3 and whistle, you all run and find it, yeah? Okay? So from the fire route dumena phalu, from there all the way down and up to oh.
once again, let me begin by offering my heartfelt gratitude to all of you. I claim to be a writer, but believe me, I could not conjure up enough words to express my gratitude other than this humble sounding thank you. Now, Dema came to me as a gift from a very special friend. On November 14th, 2015, I met these two writer friends who had come from America to launch their book, The Crane Boy, which is a story based on cranes in Phobjikha. They launched the book there. Diana, the one on the extreme side, had been meditating in the silent Gemba of Phobjikha when Dema occurred to her in that meditative trance. She shared that visualization with me and asked me to build a story on it. That's how Dema was born. I got the character, and the tough task of building a story around her lay in front of me. As I was juggling with Dema in my mind, I realized that in our Bhutanese book market, we initially had books written only for adults. Beginning 2012, illustrated books for children popped up. Then with BCBI project, we added many more new titles to this genre of literature, catering to children of grade PP to grade 3. It is heartening to see our little ones claiming to enjoy reading these books, thereby increasing the number of our readers or our possible new readers, should I say. But then there's a huge gap in between. We have books for little children and books written for adults, but nothing for the in-betweens. I mean, I'm talking about you guys. So I decided that Dema would be a story for those in grade 5 to grade 9, or even grade 10 if you're just beginning to read. In the promotional page in Facebook and in informal conversations, I have mentioned Dema is a superhero. Who is a superhero? By the way, I hope your eggs are intact. Please do not remove the sellotape until I tell you to. I'll keep on reminding you of it. The genre of superheroes, although we are saying today, 21st century, we are saying that we are launching our first superhero in our country, right? But do you know in the world when was the first superhero books written? It was sometime in the early 1930s. Can you believe that? But the word superhero dates back to 1917. The dictionary definition of a superhero is a costumed heroic character that possesses supernatural power and is dedicated to fighting crime. If you look at the picture up there, you will see, I'm sure you recognize all the superheroes who are there, right? Can you name them? Who do you see there? Iron Man, Batman, Superman. Who? All right, maybe I'm bad at it. I don't know others. I just know Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. So let's say, right. So the Phantom, which is not there in the picture just now, appeared in 1936. Popeye, do you know Popeye? He came into scene in 1929. And Wonder Woman, who was the iconic superheroine, made her grand entry in 1947 when India gained her independence. There's a huge list of superheroes from the West that we can name, and they have claimed their way to fame. Well, Dema is just a meek beginning of our own Bhutanese superhero tales. Does Dema fit into the dictionary definition of superheroes? Dema doesn't wear any elaborate costume like the popular superheroes, because I felt that her anime dress in itself is a strong costume to personify her strength. Does she have supernatural power? Of course she does. And does she fight against the evil? Yes, of course. What's a superhero story without any fighting against the evil, isn't it, right? So Dema does all that. Now, while we are talking about superheroes, let me deliberate a little more on having a girl as a superhero in my book. There are two reasons, apart from this idea coming from Diana, I strongly felt to write the story based on a girl for two specific reasons. Number one, There aren't many stories depicting strong female characters. We have come a long way from the initial days of civilization. We all know that as soon as human civilization began, the roles were defined between a man and a woman. The men hunted and brought home food and protected the family. The women stayed back home, cooked the meals, and provided love and care for the family. We have evolved and changed since the beginnings, but the mentality about men and women's roles have remained constant over the years. Although now in the contemporary era, we find women playing important roles and have started shouldering what was assumed to be men's role. Now, without sounding like a hardcore feminist, I wanted today's event to pay my humble tribute to amazing women in Bhutan who have achieved so much in their respective fields. So in short, what I'm trying to convey is that we have amazing stories of exemplary womenfolk, but we still talk about women empowerment and quota system for women in politics and blah, blah, blah. What I feel is the need for the moment is for our young girls to break their own ignorance and the stereotypical thought that women are weaker, women are incompetent, and women can't do what men can. So Dema represents these powerful women who have ventured into what they have believed was the fated path. I'm planning to write a series of stories on Dema with the hope that these books will boost the self-confidence of our young girls. And the second reason for writing this story is I want to break the stereotyped role of superheroes. I want our young children to understand that a hero is not somebody who wins all the time, because in real life, nobody wins all the time. However, a person who dares to get up after the defeat is a hero in its truest sense. So to sum up, this book is a tale of Dema, a young Anim who lives in a place called Bayul. Her life takes a new turn after she turns 12. Whose egg is she going to save? The title says Mystery of the Missing Egg, isn't it, right? So whose egg is she going to save? What is the story behind the egg? You will have to read the story to know the response. In the meanwhile, dear students, thank you for holding on to your egg for so long. I know how difficult it is to be holding on to something and not know what it contains. Like I mentioned, in life's race, we don't win all the time. But that's not a failure at all. So in this egg hunt too, out of the 35 eggs, only 10 eggs contain special prize. So we will read out your names one by one. Please gently take out the paper pasted onto your egg. Take extra caution not to break your egg, because you will have to take your egg home. The paper attached to it is a story here, but you will have another story at home. Take your egg, and to know what the mystery of the egg in your hand is all about, you will have to hatch it on your own. Put it in a glass of water, keep it overnight. Tomorrow morning, your egg, something will come out of your egg. I don't know what it is. Just like we do not know what Dema and the missing egg is all about. So let's see what your egg has in store for you, dear children. Next we have Salute Shinazo, a mug and a book. So all the mugs were hiding for class 5B people. 5 people are taking mug and a book. Nine mugs already gone. One mug left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you left. So one of you will be getting a mug. now since 2012 have been written for children, illustrated books for children. But somehow we have left out the middle age bracket. So I felt that maybe if we could come up with, chapter books for the children of grade 5 to 10, it would be nice. So when I started juggling with the idea of putting Dema into stories, then I realized that maybe I'll have to use this age bracket for my stories. And then after it was done, now we have seen lots of book launches in recent times, and then it's always the adults who are sitting there, rereading the book, and then we go clap, clap, and that's the end of it. But since this book is written for the children, I felt that if children could be made a part of the launch, then it would be something different and something nice, even for the children to take back home, and that might generate more interest in the book, which I in fact saw from today's book launch. Because the title of my book is Mystery of the Missing Egg, I planned for an egg hunt where 35 students took part in it. So we had placed eggs with things hidden as prizes inside it, and then the children took part in this, and it was fun. Superheroes, if you try to find the definition, superheroes are supposed to be those who are costumed in a different manner, and they fight against the evil, and the third trait is that they have supernatural power. So while I was trying to write a superhero story, and it's my first time doing so, I wanted Dema to stand out, not just like any other superheroes that we find around us. So firstly, I didn't bother much about the costume, because I felt that the anime dress itself is what shows the strength of Dema as a superhero character. And then of course she fights around evil, and she has supernatural powers like any other superheroes in the world do. Well, I want them to take back love for reading, of course, love for books. And then I think that many of us, we claim that we don't judge books based on the cover page or based on what is being said about it. But I think many of us, we take up a book just because somebody has recommended it, because we have seen it somewhere. So by doing this book launch in the manner that I have planned, I feel that many young children should come up and take up this book and then read, and then grow their love for reading. Well, for one, I would say that I have written books for adults. I have written 2 novels. I have written for children from age, grade PP to grade 3. And now with this Dema, I'm writing for the in-between age group that we had forgotten somehow. So with this, I feel that I am somehow, I have fulfilled what I dreamt of in promoting readership in our country. And I hope that the people who are picking up my books find the love that I felt when I was writing them while reading it. Yeah, thank you.